Hello everyone. It's been a bit of a very unexpected day. This little lamb, hopefully you can see her well enough without me having to turn the big lights on. She's a Jacob ewe lamb who was born this afternoon, and unfortunately, I know you want to get on the camera. There we go. My dogs love her. Unfortunately, she has a little bit of a facial deformity, and as such, she won't be able to be used for breeding. And aside from not being able to be used for breeding, she right, dogs, enough, go away. Sorry, go away. Sorry, monkeys. Yeah, so because she can't go away, oh, silly animal. Because she can't be used for breeding, she's no use at all to the farmer. Obi, dog, you're in the way. Thank you. So she's ended up being here with me, and she's in my house because her mum has rejected her, unfortunately. It's quite strange actually, because she was okay with her for a few hours. Then the farmer went in, picked up the lamb, checked her over, brought her over towards the gate, and then he came up to see me to see if we could put them in the barn with his other ones that are in one of my barns. I said, yeah, of course you can. So we went back, picked the lamb up again, and the second time, Mum was just not interested. But she had cleaned her off. She'd obviously had a good few drinks first. So she's got the colostrum that she needs. I've given her a bit more. And hopefully she'll be okay. But we don't know. Not 100%. I'll turn the light on and show you her face. Sorry, darling. I know you're trying to sleep. It's getting a bit bright. Oh dear. See how messy my carpet is now. As you can see, her lower jaw's a bit wonky, and her nose is squished. But she's got a really good suckling reflex. I'm not convinced she can see 100%. Hi, Monica. Yeah, she's lovely. What time is it now? About 3:30 in the morning? It's nearly 4 o'clock. The vet's open at 8:30, and we're going straight down in the morning so the vet can have a look at her. She doesn't seem to have any holes in her palate, so that's good news at least, unless the vet sticks a light in and sees something a bit more bigger than obviously I can just feel and see through torch. But she's in a bit of a milk coma. Yeah, Monica, if she can live, then she will be a pet for us. She's got lovely markings, you can't really see. She kind of looks like a cow. She's got calf markings because her ears are fully black. Her mum's Jacob, and I don't know, we're sort of assuming that her dad is a Jacob as well. Yeah, she's got lovely big long legs. You got lovely big legs. So, yeah, that was today's. I was cleaning out the chicken shed. The farmer had just been up to check the others that he's got, one of his barns with me. And we worked out, we were trying to figure out what happened as to why he's now had 2 lambs born in a week. You're right, girl. You're having a bit of a stretch. And of course, then we worked it out. Unfortunately, the farmer was in hospital last summer. He had a problem with one of his kidneys, and he had to have it removed. So, of course, he wasn't in any fit state to do anything really with his sheep. So what we think happened was, unfortunately, this little girl's dad is probably also her brother from last year. So that's probably why she's got the deformity, because it's very often a deformed thing. I think her eyes are further apart than they should be, really, but that's just if I'm being overly critical. You can't see them, obviously, because everything's black. Obi, you're always in the way. Yeah, it probably is, Monica. I mean, we're not 100% certain, but that's the most common reason for it. But you know, the farmer was in hospital for ages, and then he was recovering for months. So you know, he got them out as soon as he could. I don't know who was looking after the sheep while he was in, but you know, what's done is done. But this little girl, as long as the vet thinks that she has a quality of life as such, then she'll stay with us forever. We don't send any animals from here for meat. And you know, if she needs special food, she'll get special food. She's just in a bit of a, what they call a milk coma at the moment, because she's just had a lot of milk. So she's, they normally say you feed them every 2 hours, but, oh dear, she's waking up every hour and a half, sort of getting up and becoming active and starting to look for things. So she's actually getting fed more often than every 2 hours, but she's having less each time. She should really be on about 100 ml every 2 hours, but she's currently drinking about 70 ml every hour and a half, so it'll work out well enough in the day. Monica, what happened was, originally her mom was good with her, and the farmer picked the lamb up to check it over, and mom was still okay. And then when he went back to move them, he picked the lamb up second time, and then mom decided that she wasn't interested. Obi's very protective, aren't you, Joe? I've got Gonzo here as well. Obi's very, very protective of any little lambs that we have. He's very cute. You were growling earlier, weren't you? Stopping anybody from getting anywhere near her. You're a good lad. Yeah, she's, we've got a few actually, which were Cades, what we call Cades. Well, Cade is generally an orphan. It basically just means it's something that you had to bottle raise for whatever reason. So either mom rejects or something like that. But she can stand up, she can get around. She really can get around. I'm not convinced her eyesight is 100%. She seems much more responsive to sound than vision of anything. Oh, look at you. Pain in the backside, 99% of the time. Sassy, yeah? I think she's got a little bit of that in her, definitely. I mean, she's said she's just asleep due to the milk at the moment. But she's got a cage over there, dog cage, and next to the settee, so I can sleep in it. Obi, you're a pain in the backside. Look at you. There's never any point me hoovering this, because it's back like this within about an hour with dog toy bits everywhere. He's just jealous. Hi, Atok Lifestyle. Or Atok, sorry, I don't know how you pronounce it. Come on in, I shall avert the cameras. Oh, Ted, there you go. Hi, Tad, sorry. Hi, Tad. My partner just come down in his dressing gown. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Tad. Brilliant. Strange thing, actually. What are you doing, Obi? Leave her feet alone. I'm sure her toes are fine. Atok don't know if you know, it's the Association of Train Operating Companies in the UK. Monica, his name's Asher. He's just gone through to the bathroom because our bedrooms are upstairs and the bathroom's downstairs, literally like the other end of the house. It's quite funny, really. Obi, you're not being helpful. People want to see the little lamb, not a scruffy little dog. Oh dear. Anyway, yeah, I thought I'd do a live because it's a lot easier than me editing videos and rendering everything. Oh, he is, Monica. He's a really annoying little terrier so much of the time, but he does a tad of change. Very good. You're not a train operating company then in the UK. But yeah, Obi here, he's really, really good with any lambs that we have in the house. He takes them on. One of ours who's been used as a top this year, actually, Sausage. He was ham raised by us, and this little thing taught him all sorts of naughtiness, including taught him how to get through the cat flap. So we had this little lamb that would run riot with the terriers. We've got 2 terriers, look. He'd run absolutely riot with them. Oh, hi, Freaky Geek. Lovely. Yeah, and these 2 naughty little terriers, especially this one, Obi, taught Sausage the sheep, when he was a little lamb, how to use the cat flap. So they would all be running riot in and around my house. They'd be running in the garden, come hurtling through the cat flap, run around the house, back out through the cat flap again. They're so cute together. And Sausage now he must be good 18 months old. And he's a Texel cross, so he's a big boy. He doesn't fit through the cat flap anymore. Oh. But yeah, there's my little girl. There's a toss-up between 2 different names, but I probably won't name her until after she's been to the vets tomorrow. Oh, Monica, I don't think I've got any videos of Sausage when he was... Actually, I have got videos of Sausage when he was a baby, but they're not on this phone. So both of our phones died very spectacularly when we had a very, very bad carriage driving accident in March. So we both ended up in hospital for a week. Enjoy your belly rubs. And both of our phones died. But I've probably got videos somewhere of Sausage. In fact, I have. If you look on Facebook for Sausage the Sheep. Sausage the Sheep has his own little Facebook page. He's got cute videos from when he was little. Oh, she's so cute. Oh. I'll transfer some stuff over at some point from Sausage's Facebook page onto the Highlands Facebook page. Absolutely right, Freaky. Hello from Texas. MG. Sorry, I don't know your name. It does, Freaky. She does look like a cow. That's one of the first things one of my friends said. I sent her a photo. And she said, that's a tiny little calf. I didn't know you had cows. I haven't got cows. It's a sheep. But you can see her... Obi, you're not helping. Could name a calf. Actually, we used to have a cat called Sheep. And that was because we used to rescue and rehome feral cats and farm cats. And we ran out of sensible names, because when you've got a house with 28 cats, most of which were kittens in, you kind of run out of names. So we ran out of sensible names, and the farm that Sheep came from, the only animal they didn't have on their farm were sheep. So we called him Sheep. A turtle named Ducky. I like that. That's really good. So it's possible this one may end up being called Cat. I don't know. MG, no, she's slightly deformed. Her face, if you look, her lower jaw, her jaw's a bit twisted, and her nose is a bit, oh, Obi, her nose is a bit squished. Sorry, it's my terrier. He looks after her. I mean, she's only been in here a few hours, but don't do that on camera. It's disgusting. Yeah, you know what dogs are after. Ugh, I'm glad I don't let you kiss my face. MG, yeah, she was born out in a field, very unexpected. But her owner 5 months ago was having a kidney removed and long recovery for things to do with that, which is why he didn't get the lambs out as soon as he would have normally. I don't know who was looking after the sheep at the time because we hadn't moved in until the next month. And so this is now the second one that he's had spring up. But because I don't really work and I'm at home all the time and we're in next door anyway, and he's got some grazing from us and he's got one of our barns. So because of that, she's come to us. The UK rules are a bit, well, they're not silly, they're there for a very good reason. But moving of animals is a very big issue over here. So if she was born on my farm, she should stay on my farm unless she's had her ear tags put in. But I'm not going to put ear tags in her at the moment because her ears are really tiny. And what are you doing? Oh, sorry. If you're trying to watch The Lamb, you have to watch my terrier because he's an idiot. Obi, have you finished? Oh. Gonzo's my old boy. Hey, Gonzo. Yeah. Gonzo's a rescue. Obi was rehomed. Unfortunately, when he was 10 months old, his owner died. Oh, God, Monica, this dog loves showing off. He's a pain in the backside. It's because I'm sat on the floor. Yeah, I know. Oh, God, Tad just doesn't stop. I don't sit on the floor very often. Because of my fibromyalgia, quite often if I get down on the floor, I can't get back up again. You're right. And this one, with his long fur, his fur's so coarse, so thick and coarse that anything he rolls in sticks to his coat, and he stinks 99% of the time. He stinks of fox muck. Oh, Monica, it's one of the. It took. My first symptoms showed when I was 12 years old. And you as well, Tad. It's bloody awful. My first symptoms were when I was 12, and I didn't actually get diagnosed till I was 37. And I actually had to go to my doctor and say, do you think all of these things together could be fibro? And it was a new doctor. She looked through my records and she said she had been diagnosed over 20 years ago. Yeah, I know. But, you know. What can you do? We also have up here guinea pigs. Ginger guinea pig, he was a rescue. He had a stroke when he was 4 months old. He's 2 years old now. He had a stroke and survived it, thankfully. Oh, Tad, we love piggies here. If I could, I'd have a massive room full of piggies. Obi, let her sleep, darling. Let her sleep. Oh. Monica, my mum has it as well, but she also has arthritis in her spine and her feet. So I'm not sure how, but my mum actually works. And she works in a hospital. Right, dogs, enough. Right, you, don't growl at your brother. He's growling because Gonzo wanted to have a look at the lamb. Today is Sunday, whichever, it's technically Monday here. Anyway, Sunday, yesterday, today, wherever you are in the world. is Jess from Roots and Refuge Farm's birthday. So I had the joy of telling her earlier. Oh, excuse me. Nurse with MS and osteoarthritis. Oh, Monica. My mum's an OT, occupational therapist. She used to be physio, and she worked herself up to occupational therapist in charge of a neurological trauma unit, a neurological and spinal trauma unit. And I don't really know how she does her job, but she's only there a few days a week now. Yeah, so anyway, I had the fun of telling Jess when she was on the live earlier that I've had a little lamb born on her birthday. So Jess is one of the names that's in the hat. Oh, Gonzo's buggered off. Obi won't leave this little lamb. He'll stay with her now. Yay, Monica, I'm glad. I've actually reached my 100 subscribers, so I'm really excited. Because the page is actually, my YouTube channel hasn't even been going a month. So I was hoping to reach 100 by the new year. And then it was creeping up. I was going, maybe by Christmas. And yeah, so we reached 100 today, so it's fantastic. And I'm absolutely loving having a look at so many different homesteads, farms, gardening and everything. It's amazing. It's such a nice group of people. Doesn't matter if you're in the UK, America, all over the world. There's somebody in Pakistan that I follow. There's somebody in Saudi Arabia. Oh, we'll get you up quickly, Tad. Don't worry. Just do what I do. You just go in and talk on all of the lives, and everybody joins you. It's great. Just put a shout. I'm only a little Diddy channel, so the most people I could get you is 5, because apparently there's 6 people on here at the moment. I can't see who they are because I'm on my phone. Oh, you're in Brighton. Oh my God, Creative Living. I used to live in Henfield near Brighton. I lived there for years. I was in Crawley and then Brighton. And I actually used to signal the trains down in Brighton, at Brighton train station. So yeah, Brighton to Worthing and Preston Park up to Haywards Heath. So anything went wrong then, it was normally my doing. I had to give that up though. It's been a few years now, sadly. I need to figure out on this thing how I can see. Oh, Jess and Myra are such lovely people. I'd given up. I'd been following Hugh's Nursery, and he started his channel when he was about 12. I used to follow his, and it got me gardening a few years ago, and I had a really great season the first year. I had more tomatoes than I knew what to do with, more herbs than I could ever use, cucumbers, lettuce, basically everything I planted just went amazingly brilliantly. And then the next year, everything died. No, nothing grew the second year, and then the third year was this year just gone, when we had really, really hot summer and everything died. So now we've moved here 400 miles north. I'm closer to the Arctic Circle than I am to Brighton. There you go. That's how far up I've moved. Up to northeast Scotland. And I forgot where I was going. Oh yeah, that's it. So anyway, I'd just completely given up on the gardening. It just wasn't working. And then I found Jess and my... Oh, thanks for that. Thanks, Tad. Don't you dare, dog. I need to clean that up. Right, I need to go and get something to clean that up. I'll be about 30 seconds. Watch the guinea pigs while I'm gone. Whee! 30 seconds of guinea pigs. Okay, no. Disgusting creature. Right. Night, little girl. Okay, I'm back. Yay, I didn't lose anybody. What was I saying? Anyway, yeah, so I found Jess at Roots and Refuge, and it just sort of sparked my interest again, and I just decided I'm going to give it another go. You know what, little girl? This at least shows your guts working, and you are eating properly. Good girl. You don't need to see me mopping up cheap shit, do you? God, it shows up worse on camera. Watch your bottom. There you go. So, oh, Florida, Tad, wasn't he? In Florida. Tad, because of my fibromyalgia, I was doing straw bale gardening, or I used hay bales, and it worked quite well, but it was very good for me with the fibromyalgia. I also have really bad asthma, so if I'm breathing funny, you know why. Dog, you go near that and I'm going to tell you off. The little lamb was born today. She was born, well, yesterday technically. Sunday afternoon at about 2 p.m. we're guessing. You know, that looks like it's stained, but it doesn't look in real life. It just looks on the camera. Yeah, so she was only born a few hours ago. But, poor little thing, she's got to live with us now. Oh, hydroponics. Yeah, my other half loves hydroponics. But, so we're a bit busy. Alright, Gonzo. Getting jealous. Yeah, one day we will set up a hydroponics thingy. Mwah, hello, dog. I'm getting kisses. Oh, good for you. Definitely give it a go. I mean, I've just planted garlic today. And, it will grow, I think. I don't know, because this little one came along. I didn't actually finish covering it. So it's about -4 Celsius, which is probably about 15 at a guess Fahrenheit. That's what it is, and my garlic's got about ½ an inch of soil on it, that's it. But, well, they say it needs to have a bit of a cold spell. So I'd filled the wheelbarrow and I'd left it at the top of the yard, and my house is at the bottom, so it's at the top of the hill. My house at the bottom, big massive 2-wheeled wheelbarrow, and yeah, that's it didn't quite make it down the hill, and I completely forgot because the farmer came up and was talking to me about this little one, and then the whole afternoon and evening just disappeared. There were several of us. We spent over an hour trying to get Mom in with this little one for her, but Mom was just ignoring her. We've been doing tomatoes, germinating lettuce, spinach. Oh, I have somewhere. I bought some lettuce seeds because I'm a bit boring when it comes to lettuce. I like baby gem lettuce and I like iceberg lettuce. I don't like rocket lettuce. You know, to me, MG, just go for it. It's like me. I give it a go. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I learn for next year. But if you want a good channel to follow, Liz Zorab, I don't know if you're already following her. She's very good. Oh, lovely. Thanks. Thanks, Ted. I'll see you soon. I don't eat butter lettuce. I've never tried it. Yeah, Liz Zorab by the farm. I'm gonna have a go at look at butter lettuce then. Obi, seriously, if you're not allowed to eat it straight out the sheep, you're not allowed to eat it over there either. Disgusting creature. Turn this light off so. Oh, there we go. Let Lynn get a bit of sleep. Hello, baby. Yeah, Liz Crab Hughes Nursery. They're a good one. Okay. This is her little bed. A little dog cage. It's not actually a little dog cage. It's a medium-sized dog cage. Just gotta put this in the bin. So, come along with me. We haven't been here very long. The whole bloody house needs decorating. It's awful. See? Still boxes. There's Pobble. Hi, Pobble. Ow. Pobble's just started medication for thyroid problems. That is Moomin. She's crazy. Moomin was one of the feral cats. Actually, her mom was a feral cat. Sorry, I'm in my kitchen. I don't need the light on to go to the bin. You don't need to see my... Really not that exciting. Yeah, Moomin's mom was a feral cat. And she was psycho. And she had 2 kittens. But Moo was the only one that survived. Because it was out on a farm. And she just decided to have them in a room which was inside at the back of a barn, and you know, where nobody ever went. So we've actually had Moo living with us since she was a day old. She's still as crazy as the day she was born. Right, more cats. You ready for this? Woo, sorry, darlings. There's Tribble, and that one's Pobble. They're brothers. Tribble started on thyroid medication about 6 weeks ago. Pobble did about 2 weeks ago. So Pobble's not yet got better. You alright? My incubator. Oh, I was going to show you socks. Oh, here she is. This is our latest cat. You've made a right mess of my fleece jacket, haven't you? This is Socks. She was here when we moved in. The vet said a year old at most. And yeah, so she was living in the hay barn, and I managed to catch her. Not had her very long. But I managed to catch her, took her in to be neutered, and unfortunately, when she was in having her surgery, well, actually, fortunately, it was when she was in having her surgery, an artery burst. So they had to flip her over, open her up again. So she had 2 holes for spaying instead of just the one. You 2 are so cute. These 2 are like 15 now, 14, I think. So anyway, Socks had this artery missing, broken artery. They managed to fix it, and here she is. Hey, little one. Do worry about her. Come on, Gonzo. In or out, one or the other. Silly dog. So yeah, Socks then had 2 wounds instead of 1. You alright, baby girl? Bit dark there. Yeah, so Socks had 2 wounds instead of one. And because one was broken artery, of course, she had to stay in the house for longer than was originally expected, just for neutering. So she stayed in the house for longer, and she had to have more checkups than you'd normally expect. And then that meant that she learned that living in the house came with its benefits, such as food on tap, water, fresh water, warmth. Didn't have to hide in a barn in the rain. So Socks has now decided she's a house cat. So she does go outside every day. She just doesn't live there anymore. She's very happy. We're quite mad. Most of the animals we actually have are rescues. Hi, Kilted Gardener. One thing actually I'll ask you guys on, an idea which I was going to start in the new year for videos, is once a month. I was thinking of going to a distillery. Oh, they're lovely, aren't they, Monica? Oh, hey, Tribble. Yeah, I was thinking of once a month going to a distillery and doing a video of it. Because where I live, I think there's 4 or 5 distilleries within a mile. I'm northeast. I am literally halfway between Inverness and Aberdeen. So, I don't know. What do you think? Is that going to be... Will that be interesting, going to the distilleries? Glenfiddich is not far away from here. Monica, distillery where they make whiskey. Oh, the sheep has got back up and she's now peeing on my carpet again. Oh well. Oh, have you got videos on the distilleries? I'll have a look. I'm right by the River Spey, which is not only great fishing. Tell all the single hot guys I need a man. Where do you live, Monica? Obi! You're disgusting. Oh, terriers are vile. Yeah, where do you live, Monica? America, but we'll travel. I actually used to live in America. I had a boyfriend in America. I used to work in America. I worked for an American company over in England, in London. Yeah. Never heard of that place. Hey, look, see, I've just started a dating site, haven't I? You okay? Little lamb's got up, she's just sneezing. She might have a little bit of liquid on her lungs. Where will you go? She's off. Monica, I've actually never been to Oklahoma. I'll take your word for that. I was weird. I spent a lot of time in Cincinnati and Kentucky, bizarrely. Oh, of course, yeah, Oban, where the weird firework thing happened. Oban, yes. Oh, I know what you're on about. Yeah, smallest distillery in Scotland. I know the one you're on about now. Sorry, it's like 4:30 in the morning here. I haven't been to sleep yet because the little lammy. Oh dear, she got up, walked around for a bit, and now has just fallen over. Well, she fell over whilst trying to lie down. Oh, she's so cute. I hope she lives. Yeah, Oban, have you seen the firework display? For those of you who have no idea what I'm going on about. Oh, Native American Irish. I'm part Irish. Oh, fabulous. Oh, I've spent a lot of time in Gloucestershire with the horses competing, big show centres down there. What was I saying? Oban, that's it. The fireworks a few years ago. I think it was 2010, but if you just put in Oban firework display, what happened was they have this big display in this tiny little village in Scotland, and every single firework went off at the same time. So what was supposed to be sort of a half an hour display all went off in 30 seconds. It was a bit like it was more like a war zone than a firework display. Yeah, Monica, it's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, Perth is south of me. Bizarrely, it's signposted up here, even though it's about an hour and a half, 2 hours. It, Monica, it's Oban, Oban firework display. There's lots on YouTube about it. It's fabulous. I think all the others ever since have actually gone quite well. But yeah, it was one of a kind. Oh, I should probably go because it's 4:30. I've got to be at the vet's. I'm hoping to meet a vet there at 8:30 in the morning. My name? Oh, Cheryl. Bizarrely, Americans always pronounce it correctly, and Brits always pronounce it wrong. Those Scots, I've noticed, Scottish people always pronounce my name right. So there you go. It's the English. I can't remember how the Welsh pronounce it. I've got cousins that are Welsh, and I've just sort of brain's gone. So yeah, went to Isle of Skye. Oh, not Loch Ness is about an hour and a half from here, I think. But yeah, the River Spey is where all the distilleries get all their best water for whiskey making. It's also very, very good for fishing. Oh, Malag. A friend of mine worked there last summer. Malag, I think she pronounced it. I don't know. Guys, if you're ever in Scotland and you go to a chip shop, you probably won't know what a chip shop is. Fish and chips, very English thing. Chips cut from potatoes. They're not potato chips like you think. We call those crisps. They're like what you call fries. The Americans call fries, but they're chunkier. Tatty scones. Oh no, I had some of those the other week. They were lovely. So nice. They're on offer, and I thought I was going to try them. Is there a monster in Loch Ness? No, there isn't. The guy actually admitted on his deathbed that he'd faked the photo, but there is a lot. There's a lot to do around there, though. A lot of people tell you it is real. Neeps and tatties, yeah. I had Scotch pie earlier, made with goat. Oh, it's fantastic. Oh, the weird thing up here that they have is oh, what is it? Brain fog, fibro. Macaroni cheese pie. So macaroni and cheese in pastry. And to me that's really weird. But it's actually really tasty. I tried it the other week. It was really nice. Oh yes, right, what I was saying about the chip shop. If you go in and ask for a fish supper or haggis supper, whatever you get, the supper bit basically means chips, or like similar to fries, but they're very much more chunky. Irn-Bru. Oh. Hold on. You cannot live in Scotland and not drink Irn-Bru. It is lovely. That sugar-free one. See? Healthy, sugar-free, healthy, right? Yeah? Yeah, good. Glad we agree. Yeah, haggis. Oh, porridge. I like porridge. Don't like hippers. I'm not a fan of fish. But haggis is everyone who says what is it, when you tell them what it's made of, they'll go, ew, it's disgusting. But it's actually really, really tasty. Especially spicy haggis, which is what we have most. Haggis, no, try no. Monica, if you eat meat, you will love haggis, especially when we get it from the chip shop. Oh, I don't like black pudding. But up here we also get white pudding, red pudding, and black pudding. And I stupidly I ordered the wrong thing in the chip shop. Tripe, lungs, and all organs. Yeah, haggis is it's awful, essentially. It's the bits you don't normally want to eat, but it's so nice. Oh, pudding. Black pudding is made from pig's blood. White pudding is made from suet, so the fat from a pig. And again, that's actually really tasty. I can't eat even half of one. It's way too fatty for me. I may be overweight, but I don't actually like fatty food. It's a health issue. Crap. Red pudding is a mixture of suet and blood. Haggis is like American hot dog. No, it's not. I've had many hot dogs in America. Nothing like haggis. Or do you mean it's made from similar? Yes, it's made from similar. Haggis isn't pig, I don't think. Dog, get out! Obi! He's just gone in the sheep cage. Haggis, yeah, I think it is sheep, actually. Thinking about it. Lamb. I don't know, it's just really tasty. Especially when you get it at the chip shop. And they deep fry it, they cover it in batter, deep fry it. So nice. I can, yeah, that's it. Sheep's stomach and all the bits. It makes sense now. Sorry, I forget my own name sometimes. Yeah, spicy haggis, when it's deep fried and battered, I can only eat sort of about a piece about an inch wide. So about 3 inches long and an inch wide. That's it. I'm done. I can't eat any more than that. But it is so nice. So lovely. Spicy haggis anyway. Normal haggis is a bit boring for me. But I first made haggis living in Staffordshire in the Midlands of England. 10 years old, we had a teacher who's Scottish, and he insisted that we all had to try it at least once. Oh, you really should visit Scotland. It is an amazing, beautiful place. If you look at some of my videos, everybody says about how it is and how beautiful. It really is beautiful. I've lived in some beautiful parts. Dress the haggis. Yeah. I've lived in some beautiful parts of England. I really have, and none of it is even a patch on Scotland. I don't blame you. You should come back over. Come back over. The UK is brilliant. I've lived in America. You want to live over here? Trust me. Actually, no. Wait till we see what happens in March. Then come over. If we still have a country. MG, I'm going to be doing. I'm actually going to be getting out and about and doing some more videos at some point from more around the area rather than just on the homestead. But even just the view from where I was doing my planting my garlic, the view from there is just fabulous. We're very lucky. We've got 100 acres here, so we've got a lot of land. What is in March? Brexit. So we are leaving the EU. Scotland voted against, completely 100% against leaving the EU, but enough people in England voted to leave the EU, so we're leaving the EU. But I don't. It's a big mess. It probably won't work. It's a very, very big mess at the moment. And it's not clever. But as they say, the will of the people. Anyway, that's a very depressing and annoying subject. Let's not go for that. Right. I've plan on taking your wife over at some point. Yeah. No, she won't. She won't want to go. She won't want to go back. Bring her over. We got spare bedrooms. Stay up here for a bit. It's Monica. I think you see more about the protests than we do. They're kind of some of the news agencies who were backing Brexit are not reporting a lot of the bad stuff. So, and also protests. We don't hear about it a lot of the time. We hear about it because we look online and see international news more than our own, which is just first time I've known that happen in my lifetime, put it that way. But there's something going on with the regards Northern Ireland, the Good Friday Agreement. I grew up in time when the IRA was bombing hell out of England. I've worked in London rebuilding skyscrapers in Canary Wharf that were bombed by the IRA. My school was a target of the IRA. My family over in Ireland had things to do with the IRA. Yeah, you're right. And I remember, because I've got family in Ireland and part Irish, we were a bit more deep involved in what was, we had more interest in what was going on than a lot of people. I tell you what, at the moment everyone's just talking about the American president. So I remember a lot of what went on with the IRA, and a lot of people were killed. Some of my teachers were actually in, two of my teachers, they got married, but when they were dating, they were in the Birmingham pub bombing. They literally, no, we don't want him, thanks. Scotland does not like him. Trust me. Nobody in Scotland has a good word to say about him. Yeah, so a lot of stuff to do with the IRA was what I was brought up with, and that's why I have the mindset that we used to back then. Throw him off a fucking cliff. Excuse my swearing. Yeah, so I was brought up with the whole opinion of if you're going to die in terrorist attack, you're going to die in terrorist attack. That's it. You don't change your life. Nothing like that. And we went through so many years of it. Thanks, Monica. We went through so many years of it that we just become hardened, and that's why. No, we wouldn't. That's why anybody who any terrorist attacks that go on in England, it doesn't stop us doing a damn thing. It doesn't. It is literally the case of in London when they bombed the Underground. It was literally a case of there's a bomb on the Piccadilly line of the Underground subway, as you call it over there. But I can take the Victoria line and change there, because that's just, I mean, London's the best place in the world. I used to work there. I used to live there. I loved London. Couldn't stay there for a long time. Oh, see you soon. I'll be gone very shortly anyway, as soon as I've told this story. Yeah, so we don't bow down to terrorism. It makes us stronger. But the IRA went on for a long time, these bombings, and the Good Friday Agreement, which stopped the bombings, it forbids a border, physical or imagined, between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. And the Good Friday Agreement actually comes above any other agreement that is ever made. The EU is sworn to uphold the Good Friday Agreement over anything. So if we go through with Brexit and we leave the EU actually has an obligation to put their foot down and say no, because that will destroy the Good Friday Agreement. And so many people died before that came about, and the country was torn into pieces. So actually, I studied law, so it's interesting for me to see where this is going to go. And then I went on to working in London, rebuilding two of the skyscrapers that were bombed in Canary Wharf. So, and I've also worked in security, so I've seen all the bombs, all the bombing videos and everything. So it's interesting for me to see what will happen. I hope that whatever happens, I hope that what happens is it'll all just collapse and we'll just stay as we are, and that's the best thing for our country without doubt. So, but no, we don't want your American president. Thank you very much. And on Facebook, I've started unfriending people who throw in my face that they support him. People can have their own political agenda. I have no worries. You can be who you like, you can support who you like, but you don't throw in my face racist comments, racist abuse, and disregard for life in the name of your president. God, Monica, where are you? Guessing it's somewhere south. I probably shouldn't say that, but I've got friends in Texas. Yeah, so it's like somebody. Oh, Oklahoma. Yeah, that makes sense. Thanks, MG. Yeah, so anyway, this person, I let her say whatever she wanted to say on her own Facebook and all of that. And then she sent me a video of her, and it was some politician who was going against whatever Trump's candidate for the local election was. And this candidate was, she saw the candidate, she stood and she waited for that candidate to finish talking, then approached the candidate, the politician. And when the politician obviously thought that she was there to speak to her because she wanted to, hear her, or she was a supporter of hers. No, she wasn't. She just wanted to go and berate her. And that was awful. That was absolutely horrendous. It wasn't just that. It was just she was coming out with such racist stuff. And I hadn't liked it on her Facebook page because I don't like that. Everyone, we're all the same under everything. It's not our fault where we're born. It's not our fault what situation we're born in. It's not our fault. Everybody has the potential to be a good person, a great person, or a horrible person. And when this person sent me this video of her berating this politician who was all about standing up for people that didn't have even the basics in life, like no safe water to drink and things like that. And when she just was berating this woman, and she messaged me the video to tell me how ridiculous that politician was. I saw that video and I thought, you put it on your own wall, you do what you like, you bring it into me, to my attention, and I straight away unfriended her and blocked her, because I'm not having that. Not interested. And I have friends who voted for Trump. I have friends who have voted completely against everything that I believe in this country with regards to politics and things. And I don't have a problem with that. I'll happily just go along. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Everyone's entitled to, how they grew up sorts out their life. One of my best friends is deeply Tory, and I'm definitely not. You know, but it's just different ways of being brought up. She thinks Margaret Thatcher did great things for the country. I grew up in a mining town where Margaret Thatcher destroyed the local community and all of the local things, and then everything that was privatised in this country all really badly affected the area that I grew up in. So I have very different views on politics, but it just makes life more interesting, and we don't argue about it. Anyway, right, I am going to go because I've been on here for over an hour now, and the little lamb, she's asleep. Oh, me too, Monica. I'll help anybody if they need it. Stay out of politics, stick to gardening. Yeah. Fruits and vegetables don't argue or throw a tantrum. Really? You need to come here and see my vegetables. I love singing. I actually used to do live Facebook posts when I was driving. You can't do it in Scotland. I'll get put in prison for it in Scotland. But in England, as long as you were hands free, it was okay. And I used to have the radio on. I'll put some music on my car as I'm driving along, and I'd have it on live, and I'd just be singing away to the music. And then Facebook started blocking any videos that had music on unless you can prove that you own the rights to the music. I thought, well, it's my singing. It's not really like the real thing, is it? Anyway, yeah. Right, I'm gonna go leave you the last view. If you can see her, the little baby. There she is. Okay, it's not very good, but you can see her outline. Thank you everyone for joining me. It was so nice to speak to you all. And I'll keep you all updated as to how she goes. Speak to you soon. Night, everybody. There you go. Say night, fans.